What are some key things you should remember to survive an active shooting attack? No matter what you do, don't freeze. Till that surviving an active shooter attack and storing mayonnaise are actually quite similar. Lol WTF. So my school actually taught us this. If the shooter is away from you or the classroom, run towards the opposite side of campus and away from the school. If the shooter is near the classroom, lock the door, turn off the lights, and get something to hit them with in case they get in. But in that case, do not leave the classroom unless there is a safe way to get to a safe place away from the shooter's location and out of the school. Turn your damn phone off. If you're hiding and a worried friend starts calling or messaging you, then even a vibration or flashing light could lead to your death. Not worth the risk. Also, try to stop other people who are making noise or screaming their head off. There have been several videos from these incidents where people panicking and screaming, which is the absolute worst thing you can do if you want to not draw attention. Stay low, control your breathing so you're quiet, and be ready to attack the shooter if they're in the room. Try and hide behind an object. Agreed. Any person willing to attack, whether with a melee weapon or even if they have a concealed firearm, stay as calm as possible so that you can do what you need to do when if the time comes. 100% focus is absolutely necessary. Hiding in a good spot to surprise the assailant is even more necessary. Get out of view from windows. Despite what schools say, do not get under tables as you become more vulnerable and bullets tend to go through glass. Most of the Columbine kids died hiding under tables. They're really not a good choice. If in school, thick textbooks are better at stopping/slowing down bullets than most other things you can hold. Well, if I had to choose, I would take the dictionary of the French language. A lot of content must be better than Tintin in the Congo to stop the impact of the bullet. When I was in school, I always planned on letting everyone else do their get in the corner thing while I jumped out the window and just attempted to run as fast as I can possibly run. Even if it tears muscle, I'd run for the woods across the highway and navigate through them to get home. I had an escape plan for each of my classrooms in high school. We had someone bring several guns to our school and was planning on shooting it up around third period, but his parents realized the guns were missing and drove straight to the school. That being said, the thought of it happening always lingered with me, and I would go out of my way to make sure I didn't have a classroom on the second floor of specific buildings, since there would usually only be one staircase in it. This is sad to see you even had to plan that. We have practically no guns in Ireland. I think our biggest threat to kids in school is depression/anxiety and suicide. Cover stops bullets. Concealment breaks line of sight, but doesn't stop bullets. Almost all shooters won't shoot at a target they can't see regardless of whether the target is behind cover or concealment. Especially if they have a very limited amount of ammo. Taking a family member's gun for instance. Close bracket. If you are carrying and think you're going to be the good guy with a gun, remember you will look the same as a bad guy with a gun to responding officers. Even trained US soldiers and Marines in similar uniforms friendly fire each other in firefights and other tense situations, and they have uniforms, gear and weapons to identify each other as their own, yet still it occurs. You've got dozens of people in different clothing running around a store. 3 of them have firearms out, and there may be more people you haven't seen with firearms. Which one is the shooter? Cops will just be safe and put everyone armed down on the ground at gunpoint.